combination of a local issue and a national issue. So the local issue specific to this by-election was the construction of a new rail line, and the Conservatives have got a lot of criticism for this throughout the country. But also it is indicative of a broader national trend that people are becoming tired of the Conservative Party. Remember that Britain has been under Conservative governments for 11 years now. And this is particularly bad for Boris Johnson, because in the December 2019 general election, Boris Johnson was not elected because people like him. He was elected because people didn't want the alternative. So this is a sign in an era of falling popularity for the Prime Minister, of falling popularity for the incumbent 11-year government. It's a sign that people are getting tired of the Conservatives.
And is there a message beyond the UK here? I wonder more broadly, beyond Britain, does this election result send out any message to incumbent governments presiding over varying performances handling the coronavirus pandemic?
This by-election is a sign of something that we're going to see around the world as we leave the worst stages of the pandemic and start to enter the post-pandemic world. About a year ago, governments around the world, including Boris Johnson, incumbent governments experienced what we call the rally round the flag effect. In a crisis, when people are frightened, nervous, they support the sitting incumbent government. And we saw popularity for incumbent governments rising spectacularly as lockdowns began. But now that we're leaving the pandemic behind us, and of course Britain has a very high vaccination rate, people are weary of the way that those incumbent governments have handled the pandemic. They want a change, and so incumbent leaders, prime ministers, presidents and parties are facing rising challenges from populations who want a way out of the pandemic, a way out of the economic consequences, and simply a change to business as usual.
It is worth pointing out, isn't it, that the swing away from the ruling Conservative Party did not benefit the UK centre-left opposition party, the Labour Party. Is this also a bad day for the Labour Party and other centre-left parties?
This is even worse for the Labour Party than it is for the Conservative Party. In the 2017 general election, in that constituency, the Labour Party got around 17,000 votes. Yesterday, they got 600. The Labour Party in the United Kingdom is in terminal decline, and it's probably never going to return as a party of government. But that's not unique to Britain. We have been seeing this since the beginning of the global financial crisis across Europe, across the West and across the world more broadly. People are getting very weary of traditional centre-left democratic socialist parties, and they are either swinging to the right in the form of conservative parties or right-wing populists, or swinging far to the left, or supporting Green parties. So the by-election was a bad day for the Conservatives. It was a catastrophe for Labour.